everyone, it's Luana Fuel, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit today about something that I have actually found that I had to actually pay attention to, especially this time of year. All right, so what it is actually something called SAD, or even some people can mistake it for winter blues, or just feeling down or whatnot. But in conjunction with the time change we just had over the past weekend, where we had to turn our clocks back, and then we also have the darkness happening earlier for those of us here over here on the East Coast, it's getting darker earlier. So one of the things that I have had to pay attention to over the past few years is noticing that around this time of year, I have to be very keen on like how I'm feeling and be very aware of my emotions, because I can very easily go south and tank, So one of my things for you, I'm going to encourage you today is, if you're experiencing that, especially this past week has been pretty intense with the change in sleep time and whatnot, just be aware of your feelings, be aware of how, you're reacting and whatnot. So what are some things you can do? I'm going to give you a few tips that I especially pay attention to when I'm feeling sad, all right? Or just feeling the winter blues hanging on there. Or like even today, I was feeling a little bit down. I'm like, oh my goodness, wait, I have to shake that off, So the number one thing I do, of course, is pray. I definitely, pray and ask God to help me through this, and even just to make me aware, because sometimes I'm not aware of it and it can actually make me feel worse. All right, so the other thing that I do too is make sure that during the daytime hours I actually get out and get some sun. So as much as you can, as far into the winter season as you can, of course if it's not, the wind chill is not too crazy, get as much of your body exposed to the sun. So if you can even just roll your coat sleeves up when you're out and just be out in the sun for at least 20 minutes and soak it in, put your face up to the sun literally and let it soak in. I definitely encourage that, going out earlier in the day. Another thing too I do a lot is actually keep working out. It's very easy to just especially if you're home, it's so totally easy to just not even bother with getting your workout in and stay cuddled up in the covers. Like I like to work out in the mornings and it's so cold. So I'm a cozy person, so I like to put my comforter over me. But yeah, if you can still just fight through it, get out of your bed and get your workouts in, even if it's just 20 minutes, helps to wake you up and perk you up. All right, so another thing that's been proven, actually, you can find some research on it. You can just search in vitamin D and depression or sadness, and you can see the link between a low vitamin D level and your mood. All right, so I could encourage you to, of course, you get your vitamin D helping with the sun, but taking a really good quality vitamin D supplement, and I do the liquid drops that are absorbed a little bit better in your body. But yes, the vitamin D is really good for you as well, to help to boost your smiles and your happy mood. All right. Another thing that I'm going to say is talk it out. If you have someone that you can actually confide in, that would be easy to bounce off stuff with. Say, hey, I'm not feeling so great today. Can I just chat with you for 5 minutes and just get it out? Don't hold it in. That definitely would help you as well. So this is something that you can do all year round, not just during the winter time. All right. But one disclaimer I want to just put out there is, if you are experiencing the sadness for a more prolonged period, is something, and if you're constantly feeling you can't even get out of bed, you feel like your bones are stuck to the bed, your happiness is not even coming. If you do all these steps and there's nothing, it's just lifting you up, definitely reach out for help. I would recommend definitely reaching out to a counselor to help you. But definitely reach out for help if you're not, feeling like you're getting better with lifting up your mood. But there's also some other things I do. I love to do some natural remedies too to help me to elevate my mood and things like that. So definitely look into that as well. There's tons of things you can look and do some research on. All right, so that's it for today. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I was starting to feel it and I'm like, oh wait, I have to remember this is that time of year. So definitely be aware of your feelings, be aware of your emotions, because yeah, it can happen. All right, so cheers everyone. Thanks so much for listening. If you have anyone who may benefit from these tips, feel free to share. Definitely share this with them just to encourage them, and like or comment in the sections below. All right, and also don't forget, if you want to keep getting broadcasts, go ahead and click subscribe at the end of the video. All right, cheers everyone, and thanks so much for hanging on. Take care.